name is Sean Ennis from Ennis Management. And if you're a musician and you're having a hard time branding yourself or growing a following on social media, or having trouble communicating with venues, talent buyers, or promoters in terms of getting yourself booked for performances, contact me at Ennis Management. Sign up for a free musician consultation. I'll explain some key strategies and tips that will help you in those following areas, and I'll also explain how with my service I've worked with a number of different musicians to help them engage and grow their fan base on social media, also effectively promote and market their music, and also train them on how to become their own booking agent so they can start booking more live performances for themselves. If you're a musician, it's probably one of your long-term goals to sell your music, and this is a great long-term goal, but I see a lot of up-and-coming musicians struggle because they're trying to monetize their music before they've actually cultivated a popular brand and a loyal fan base. Selling your music is a great long-term goal, but what musicians really need to focus on in the early and beginning stages of their career, when they're really trying to establish themselves, is building a popular brand with great support from your audience and your fan base. So recently Jay-Z crossed the $1 billion threshold, and that's due to how he's been able to start businesses and then leverage the popularity of his music to market and grow different businesses. The same way that Rihanna is one of the highest net worth or earning female musicians, because outside of her music she's been able to leverage her large fan base and large following on social media and leverage that into makeup and clothing brands that have a wide audience as well. And if you've done your research, then you know that streaming, what artists are being paid per stream right now is so significantly low that as an up-and-coming musician, when you're talking about streaming revenue, you're talking millions of streams. And if you're an up-and-coming artist, then your fan base may be, you know, in the thousands or maybe even 100,000, but you probably won't have the million streams you need on these different platforms to see any sort of significant monetary return. Now, on the other side of that, if you can do a show and you can draw 100, 200, 300 people, then you have a draw that a lot of venues throughout the country are going to want at their music venue, and that has value, and you can see significant more return by consistently performing and playing out in the long period of time that it's going to take you to see returns from that streaming revenue, or, you know, music videos and your YouTube content. So it's really important that as a musician you use your music to build an audience and get people familiar with you and appreciating your talents and the unique whatever it is that you bring to the music industry. Then you combine the music and your live performances, and then you want to branch out into, you know, expanding your brand with merchandise. Clothing is a great first step, but then once you start to get popular, you can leverage your brand through partnerships, sponsorships, and endorsements with other companies, and that's really a way as a musician that you can really sustain a long-term music career. So again, as an up-and-coming artist, it's a great goal that you want to sell your music and make money from your music, but really start to look at your career in a long-term frame and understand all the different ways that you're going to be able to generate revenue once you become a popular household name musician. Another stream of revenue that are available to musicians is licensing. So once you create that hit popular song, let's say that goes viral online or finds its way into commercial radio, if you own that song, you can then license it out to TV, advertising, movies, apps, really anything, as long as you retain the rights to that song. And then people will pay you to use that song, whether it's in a show or in a commercial advertising to sell a product, and in that way that song will continue to generate revenue for you, the musician. So these are some things to keep in mind as you continue to work and grow in your music career. My name's Sean Ennis from Ennis Management, empowering musicians through education. And musician, if you're having trouble promoting, marketing your music, or you're in need of career counseling, email me at Ennis Management. My email is ennisproductions@gmail.com. Please write your comments below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you.